Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm Jenny and today is just gonna be kind of a lazy day. Boyfriend is sick with the vid and I'm just feeling kind of blah. Hopefully I don't get it, but I just kind of feel like laying around, you know, watching some TV, reading a bit, and just having a lazy day. So let's hop on into it. So like I said, Sean is a bit sick, so we're gonna make him his tea. So I'll show you how I do that. We don't have a kettle, well we do, but it's buried. We haven't used it since we moved here over a year ago. So I'm just boiling it in a pot on the stove and it's the same, right? So it's not really tea, it's more of a hot toddy because there's a tiny bit of alcohol and some other stuff, but yeah. So a couple spoonfuls of sugar. So the sugar is nice and dissolved, and then I'm gonna use some chamomile tea in just one little pouch, and then do it for about 4 minutes. And then the secret ingredient for helping cool it, but also help soothe the throat, is brandy slush. If you're from Wisconsin or the Midwest, you probably know what brandy slush is. I can make a whole video about it, doing a little quick recipe if you'd like. You add it in and it basically turns your tea into a hot toddy, and it's extra soothing because it has that, like the lemon and orange citrusy stuff. So using a tiny bit of sweet and sour just to add a bit of extra lemon lime. And then that's still pretty hot, at least to me, but so I don't want to get too like preachy, religious-y. I'm definitely not that type of person. I'm still kind of on my own journey and path, and I don't want this channel to be anything like that, of that sort. I'm just sharing my life, and this is part of my life. So I got this book a while back, and it is called Live Your Dreams, and I really like it, and I think it's actually really good, even if you're not super religious. I mean, it's obviously like religion-based. So as you can see, it says inspiration to follow your God-given passions. So it's basically like a book that you kind of write in and journal in a way, but it kind of gives you some prompts and just some really great ways to kind of focus on what you want to do, what are your talents, and how to kind of work on achieving those goals. And obviously, like I said, it's religion based, so there's like some different little parts of scripture and prayer and things, but I really love it. And if you're any sort of bit of religious, I definitely recommend it. If you're kind of struggling with your day-to-day life or just what you're doing career-wise, if it's not making you happy, this has been really helpful. I don't want to show too much, but the very first part is just start dreaming. What do you love to do? What are things I am very good at? When I picture my future, what does it look like? What are some things I've always wanted to do? What type of lifestyle would I like to have? When are times I felt God nudging me to action? When I pray for guidance, what do I feel God leading me toward? So it's kind of like the first chunk, and you just like fill it in, but it's basically just a good way to just, you know, write down those dreams and figure out a way to achieve them. And also, what are dreams that are, you know, not really like pipe dreams, but kind of, but what are dreams that are like a little too crazy and out there, that, you know, like I dream of winning the lottery. Okay, well, what's the likelihood of that? And is that actually going to be good for you? Versus I dream about, you know, becoming a chef, or I want to be a stay-at-home parent, or I want to provide for my family. I want to move to this place because it makes me happy. Like dreams like that, that's a bit more realistic and attainable. And then it kind of talks about like fears and what are some things that are like holding you back. So there's a part where it's like narrow down your dreams, which is kind of what I was just mentioning. So this part here is to write down all your dreams and circle the ones that would break your heart if they would never happen. So what's something that's really like on your heart that you really want to do, and it's important to do. And like, if you were to never have that happen, how would it affect you? Would you just be like kind of sad, like, oh, that sucks that I didn't get to do that? Or I've always really wanted to live in like New York City, but if it never happens, it's not that bad. Like, whatever. It's not like a calling that I feel like I'm meant to do and I have to do, something like that. But yeah, so I thought I would kind of just work on this a bit with you all and kind of show it to you a bit more. So my skin has been breaking out pretty bad lately, and I just want to do some self-care, skincare. So I'm going to do my Peel Off Pore Mask. I know some people really hate these. I personally love them. I'm gonna clip my hair back real quick. So I'm gonna let this sit for, I don't even know how long, basically until it's dry. And I'm just gonna watch some Gilmore Girls and hang out. Oh, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my eggs. It's getting really tight and hard to eat, but it's all worth it. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. My skin is pretty sensitive, so usually right around the jawline it gets red. It doesn't last very long, so it's normal for me for that to happen. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wash my face. I'm gonna use this flight mode skincare. It's the high altitude hydration mask. It's not really a mask, it's just like a really intense moisturizer. And yes, my face is gonna be really red because my face just gets really red really easily. So like I said, I've used all this stuff before. I know my skin, so don't be commenting or worried about my skin because it's fine. Here we go. You can take me there this life is all we know. My grilled cheese and tomato soup, and gonna keep watching some Gilmore Girls and just have a nice cozy dinner. That's really good. Gonna have a little sweet treat. It's nice and peanutty, but not too intense like peanut butter, peanut flavor. It's just nice and creamy with like a hint of peanut butter, at least to me. It has like little crispy pieces which add a nice crunch to it, and obviously like the chocolate too, but it's really nice. Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. Okay, so to end out the self-care day, I'm gonna do a little face mask. From the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop. Every shot from the top, we're gonna... Okay, and then I'm gonna read a bit and then go to bed. I know the lighting is really bad. It's not as bad as it seems, but it's just my phone. But I got this book a while back at the airport, and I started reading it and then just kind of put it down, forgot about it. So I'm gonna try to read this a bit and then finish getting ready for bed and go to sleep. Okay, it's been a little under 10 minutes. Let me take this off. My face is kind of stinging a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of wash this off just to be safe. I have somewhat sensitive skin, but it's not really too bad. But yeah, that's weird for me for a face mask to sting. I've used a few different kinds. Some hyaluronic acid serum again. So yeah, I just want to be safe and take it off and just wash my face. Okay. I mean, my skin feels really smooth and hydrated. It might just be because I did the other mask earlier, but I've done this before with other face masks, like sheet masks, and it's never done that before. So my lightweight moisturizer. This is pretty thick, so I like to kind of get my hand wet. Just thin it out a bit with some water. And then this oil blend. And I like to add a tiny bit of water. I feel like it helps not pull on my skin as much. So that brings the day to a close. Thank you guys for spending my self-care day with me. I feel like everyone needs these once in a while where either if you're feeling kind of sick or just mentally just feeling kind of crummy, it's nice just to sit back and relax, but then also do some things that are going to be good for you, do things that you enjoy, but also have that relaxing time where you just veg out and lay in bed and watch TV. So thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.